Alexandria Central. So it'll be interesting to see how things turn out after that. Starting for Massena tonight, we have a bit of a mix-up in lineups. Todd Tyo and Scott Lewis not here because they both have the flu. It's going to be Putter Canarium centering the first line. Eddie Underwood on the left side. Buffy Richards on the right side. Tommy Dion, Mike Quenville will be the 2-point men for Massena. And for Northeast Clinton, it'll be Corey Stone centering John Zerlo and Scott Blow. Larry White and Paul Conover are the two defensemen. The puck is dropped and we're underway. The puck slides back into the Massena zone, picked up by Quenville. Quenville starts out left side of Atwater, who's in the nets for the Massena Red Raiders. Long head man pass meant for Eddie Underwood, gets by him. And right off the bat, we're going to have an icing call, and the faceoff will move back into the Massena zone. We're just underway here. 14:45 left in the first period. No score in the hockey game. Pat Murray, the netminder for Northeast Clinton. Canarium stays out there to take the faceoff against Stone. Faceoff left side of Brent Atwater. The puck is dropped off the draw. Quenville picks it up, bangs it around the boards, up to Buffy Richards, right wing side. Richards taken out of the play. The puck slides free, but right there is Tommy Dion. Dion's headman pass goes to Buffy Richards. That's intercepted, but Tommy Dion follows it up and dumps it into the Northeast Clinton zone, but it's right back out to center ice. Dion controls. Over to Quenville, left side. Quenville tries to pass it ahead. It's poke check. Canarium picks it up and fires it deep in the Northeast Clinton zone. Buffy Richards in the corner, left side of the goaltender. He's tied up by a defenseman. Conover, the puck slides free, picked up by Canarium. Canarium has it poke checked away from him, again by Conover. The puck slides around behind the net for White. White can't control. It comes to Underwood. Underwood dropping it right in front of the slot. The shot is deflected. It comes to Underwood again. He has it poke checked out to center ice. In fact, it slides all the way back into the Massena zone. There to pick it up is Tommy Dion. Dion has it poke checked away. Zerlo centers it right in front. Nobody home. Buffy Richards, the headman, goes to Underwood. Underwood leads the attack down the left wing side into the Northeast Clinton zone. His shot is knocked down. It comes free behind the net. Canarium after it. The backhand pass goes to Underwood. Underwood looking to center as Massena tries to make a line change. The puck slides free. Timmy Barnes out there picks it up in the corner. Here's Barnes for the Massena Red Raiders, circling around. Centering pass right in front. Canarium right in front. And the shot taken. Canarium the backhander. The save made. And it's poke checked back to the point. Kept in by Mike Auer, who's playing the right point now for Massena. Auer pinches in, trying to control it, but it's picked up there by Dave Dion for Northeast Clinton, and he fires it down deep into the Massena zone. Back there is Manley, who's out for Massena, along with Auer playing the blue line. The headman goes to Barnes. Barnes, long left wing pass for Mark DeRushy off his skate. DeRushy picks it up, brings it in left side. DeRushy still trying to control, centers it right in front, but the puck cleared behind the net by a defenseman, Mike Duffy. And he slides it all the way back out to center ice. Manley passes to McQuaig. McQuaig with it, now starting up right side. McQuaig off the boards. The puck comes free at the blue line again, and it's dumped right back into the Massena zone. And back to pick it up is Manley, as Atwater leaves it for him. Manley starts out left side. Long right wing pass to Timmy Barnes. Barnes trying to head man. Here's McQuaig. McQuaig breaking in right side. McQuaig takes it around behind the net. Looking for somebody to pass to. Back to the point, Manley. His shot is wide. Deflected into the corner. Now racing for it. DeRushy. DeRushy. After, right in front, here's the shot by McQuaig, and the save made by Pat Murray, and he is going to hold on. 12:19 remaining to play. First period, and still no score in the hockey game. Northeast Clinton going into tonight's game, well, they've not had a very good season. Their record is 0-10-1. So it's been a long year for Northeast Clinton, just their second year in the Northern Athletic Conference, and they're finding it a little bit rough going. Off the faceoff, the puck to Dion. His shot goes wide, whistles around the boards. Kept in at the point by Bobby Page, who's out there with Romeo and Sidden as kind of a makeshift line for Stanley Moore. Now the puck headman, David Castine, trying to control it for Northeast Clinton. It has to go back into his own zone, picked up by White. White headmans it to center ice. Out it comes to Filion. Filion has it poke checked away by David Romeo, and it goes back into the Northeast Clinton zone. They start to move it along. It comes to Costine again. Costine can't control. Dion picks it up for Massena. Dion trying to hit his wing. Northrup. Northrup passes it ahead. It goes to Sidden. Sidden can't control. It's back out to center ice, and racing for it down the wing. It's Northeast Clinton. They managed to get it into the Massena zone, but Dion picks it up and moves it back for Massena. His shot scores from the blue line. And I think Tommy Dion's probably just as surprised as anyone else as that one went in, as he just stepped across the blue line, took the big blast, and he beat the goaltender, Pat Murray, on the stick side, and Massena goes up by a score of 1-0. That goal coming at the 3-minute and 31-second mark of the first period, as Tom Dion will get the goal. We'll wait on the assist. So it's 1-0 in favor of the Massena Red Raiders. Off the faceoff, the puck controlled by the Raiders. Here's Buffy Richards breaking down the right wing side. His centering pass is intercepted. Back comes Northeast Clinton as Corey Stone brings it into the Massena zone, taken off his stick by Mike Auer. Auer starts out, poke checked away by Stone, but he can't do anything with it. And Quenneville breaks up the play, starts out. Ahead to Buffy Richards, right wing side. Richards steps into the zone, centering pass goes side of the net. Quenneville, deep, trying to center it again. Here's a chance for Richards, and he fired it wide. Now the puck picked up by Underwood. Underwood trying to go back to Quenneville. Quenneville fighting for it, a big mix-up. They jam at it. The puck comes back to the blue line, kept in by Mike Auer. See if we get the official on the goal. David Romeo picked up the assist. Tommy Dion gets the goal from Romeo on Massena's first goal. And that official again at 3:31 of the first period. 10 minutes and 40 seconds remaining to play here in period number 1, with the Raiders leading it by a score of 1-0. And just a reminder, at the end of the first period, we have Bill Plant, the Salmon River hockey coach, on tape. We'll be talking to him. Page at the point, fires it in the corner. Barnes after it, trying to center it to McQuaig. It's taken off his stick, back to the blue line, kept in by DeRushy. DeRushy has it poke checked away, and it's Baker trying to clear it out of the zone. They fight for it along the boards. The puck's still free, apparently, and now Baker's going to try to tie it up, and he does. And the faceoff will be just inside the Northeast Clinton zone. 1-0 our score. Massena leading. 10:18 left to go, period number 1. Northern Athletic Conference High School Hockey. Off the faceoff, Page's shot. And that was sticked by Pat Murray, the goaltender, in the corner, although I believe it was off net. And the Cougars clear it to center ice. Picked up by Manley. Manley feeding over to Bobby Page on the other side. Page apparently playing defense this shift. He headmans it to McQuaig. McQuaig breaks in on the left side. Stops in the corner. Back to Page at the point. Page winds. His shot through his screen goes wide. Whistling around to the other side. Pinching in. It's Scott Manley to pick it up. He steers it behind the net. Manley has it. Looking to move it around. Manley into the slot. He's still got the puck as it poke checked away. Fighting for it along the blue line. It's kicked out to center ice. And here's a chance for the Cougars. Breaking down Baker. Baker centering pass. But it's poke checked away nicely by Manley Barnes, the head man. Here's DeRushy. DeRushy brings it across the blue line, left wing side. He's being forechecked and taken off the play by Conover. The puck slides free behind the net. McQuaig after it. Here's McQuaig circling now in front of the net. Passes it to Dion. Dion winds. His shot through a screen. Knocked down. I don't know if it got through or not. Timmy Barnes picks it up as Massena changes on the fly. Here's Sidden breaking in on the right side. His shot scores the goal. And there's nobody manning the red light at the other end, so I wasn't sure, but Scotty Sidden will pick up his first goal of the season. That goal coming at 5 minutes and 51 seconds in the period. So Massena leads it now by a score of 2-0. Off the faceoff, Tommy Dion with it. Dion, the head man, to Romeo, left wing side. Romeo, nice move through the side. Centers it in front, the shot, and they fired it wide. Big chance there for the Raiders to make it 3-0, but the shot was fired wide. And the Cougars clear it down the length of the ice. That'll be an icing call against Northeast Clinton. That'll move the faceoff back into the NEC zone. Brent Atwater defending the goal right below us. We're situated on a balcony at one end of the rink, and it's Pat Murray down at the other end for Northeast Clinton. Off the faceoff, Underwood's quick shot, he fired it wide as Canarium got him the draw. Auer pinches in to keep it in the right corner. It's poke checked away from him, but he gets it back again. A good defensive play by Duffy. The puck slides back into the slot where it's picked up there by Custine. He gets it out to center ice. Stolen by Buffy Richards. Richards ahead to Canarium. Canarium to Underwood, left wing side, back to Canarium. Canarium finding Richards in the slot. His shot scores the goal. So Richards will get the goal from Canarium. And also picking up an assist on that will be Eddie Underwood. And that goal coming at 6 minutes and 36 seconds in the first period, and Massena out of the gate fast here tonight, leading by a score of 3-0. And I'd have to say this Northeast Clinton team a little bit overmatched tonight. Off the face-off here, Canarian breaking in again. He's got Underwood, tries to drop him the pass, but it's intercepted by Scott Blow. Blow trying to center it to Corey Stone. It's poke check by Manley back down deep into the NEC zone. That'll be an icing call against the Massena Red Raiders, and that will move the face-off back in Massena. And I'm not keeping the shots tonight, but I would say that I don't believe Brent Atwater has seen the puck yet tonight. He has not been very busy in the Massena end, whereas opposite number, Pat Murray, has been extremely busy. Stone will take the face-off against Billy McQuaig. McQuaig out there with DeRushy and Barnes, as again Todd Tayo and Scott Loran are not here because of illness. They both have the flu or cold or something like that. Tommy Dion with a puck, has it taken away from him by Zerlo. Zerlo and Dion still fighting for it in the Massena corner right side. The puck slides free. It's picked up in front here. Stone shot right on. The save by Atwater, and he holds on as Atwater is called upon to make his first save of the evening, I believe. The official on the third goal, Buffy Richards from Putter Canarium and Eddie Underwood. Just about halfway through the first period, our score 3-0 for Massena. Face-off right side. And somebody moved on the face-off, so they'll have to drop the puck all over again. Billy McQuaig will face off against Corey Stone. Off the draw. The puck kicked. It goes to Dion, the head man of Timmy Barnes, dropping the pass back to Dion right side. Dion clearing it around the boards. It goes to Bobby Page. Page goes back to Dion. Dion hits McQuaig. It jumps over his stick, and they're going to wave the icing off as it slides back as Paul Conover goes after it for Northeast Clinton. He and McQuaig try to tie it up. The puck slides free right in front. DeRushy's shot goes wide. The puck picked up by McQuaig behind the net. He circles left side looking to move it around. It's taken off his stick by Stone and out to center ice. Now here comes Blow. Blow shot. The save by Atwater as he gets his second save. Now Tommy Dion with it in the corner. Pitching in is Zerlo. He can't control Dion. He feeds it over to Page. Page ahead to DeRushy, left wing side. Here comes DeRushy racing down the boards. He gets by a check, or the puck does. He doesn't. It's picked up by Conover. He slides it into the corner. After it, McQuaig. McQuaig and Conover go together. Zerlo picks it up and centers it. Now Blow is just going to dump it into the Massena zone from center ice. Picked up there by Mike Quenville. Quenville's headman to DeRushy. Poke checked out to center ice, but intercepted there by Baker. Baker trying to control the puck for Northeast Clinton. His backhand pass is intercepted by Mike Auer at his own blue line. Auer circles back into the Massena zone. Now he's going to pass to Quenville. Quenville starts out left side, across the blue line, across the red line. Shot from center ice is deflected, and I would say that's 3 points for the field goal right there. 6:18 left to go here, first period. Massena continues to lead in the hockey game by a score of 3-0. Tommy Dion at 3:31. Scott Sidden at 5:51, and Buffy Richards at 6:36, the goal scorers for the Massena Red Raiders. Mike Auer now has the puck poke checked away from him by Baker. It slides back to the Massena blue line. Back to pick it up is Northrup. Scotty Northrup with a puck for Massena. The headman pass. Quenville picks it up, looking for Romeo. He's going to take it himself. He fires it deep into the Northeast Clinton zone. Following it up is Northrup. Takes a poke at it in the corner. He is tied up as the puck slides around there. Duffy after it. Duffy has it poke checked free. The puck right in front. Here's a chance for Massena. And Northrup on the backhand fired it just wide. Now the puck cleared back to the point. Auer trying to keep it in. It goes to Baker on the backhand out to center ice. Now racing down the ice. Here comes Nolette. Nolette has it poke checked away. Gets it back again. Trying to center. It's intercepted. Here's a quick shot. Nice save by Brent Atwater on the glove. Puck into the corner now. That was the best chance for Northeast Clinton in the hockey game. Nolette goes back to the point. Here's another shot. Atwater makes another save. The puck slides to Baker in the corner as Northeast Clinton trying to put a little pressure on, but now it's poke checked up into the stands. And Northeast Clinton with their best scoring opportunity, but Brent Atwater with a couple of good saves equal to the task. 3-0 our score. Favor of Massena with 5:16 now left to go. Period number 1. Putter Canarium's line out there again for Massena. Back out is Corey Stone's line. Corey Stone out there with Scott Blow and John Zerlo. Off the face-off, Manley. Nice headman pass to Underwood. Drops to Canarium. Canarium breaking in leftwood side. He's got Underwood breaking the quick shot. The save, the rebound back to the point, and it's picked up by Blow. He clears it to center ice. Massena controls again. Here's Canarium right back, trying to hit Underwood. The pass is intercepted nicely by Custine, and the puck back to center ice again. With it is Canarium. He starts ahead again. This time he's going to feed Buffy Richards on the right wing side. Richard tied up along the boards. The puck slides free and back to center ice again. Bobby Page with it. Page playing defense tonight, as we mentioned before. Back into the zone. Here's Eddie Underwood left side, and he is taken out of the play. The puck slides free. Good defensive play by Larry White. Now the puck side of the net, and it goes right in on net. It slides free again, back to the point. Manley trying to get the shot off. He can't quite control it, has to circle back to the blue line. Manley's backhand shot. That goes wide. The puck picked up behind the net. They circle it around. It's going to go back to the point. Underwood's out there playing the blue line. He just feeds it across to Page on the left side. Page dumps it in the corner where Buffy Richards picks it up. Richards trying to get by a check. Conover takes him out of the play. The puck slides back to the blue line and all the way down the ice. That is going to be an icing call against Northeast Clinton, and the faceoff will move back into the NEC zone with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left to play in the first period. The score remains Massena 3, Northeast Clinton nothing. Again, Massena with one game remaining on the regular season schedule. After this one, a week from tonight, the Raiders will host the Canton Golden Bears. Game time 7 o'clock at the Massena Arena. At the end of the period, we will have an interview with Bill Plott. Here's Quenneville's shot. Ouch! That had to hurt, as that shot was blocked by Scott Blow. Now Blow has the puck at center ice. He can't control it at the Massena blue line. Dion poke checks it away, but following it up is Blow again. Or excuse me, that's Corey Stone, but offside's the call on Stone as he came across a little bit ahead of the play. And the faceoff will move outside. Corey Stone's line out there against Bill McQuaig's line. Off the draw, McQuaig back to Quenneville. Quenneville to Dion. Dion the head man to Barnes. Barnes breaks down the ice. Pass just a little bit too far for him. It's intercepted by Duffy. He sends it back to center ice to Stone. Stone breaking in on the left wing side. Here's Stone trying to center it. And that pass was meant for Zerlo, but it was intercepted by DeRushy, and he starts back, feeding to Barnes. Barnes drop pass for DeRushy. DeRushy trying to get through, but he's taken out of the play nicely there by LaVenture. And LaVenture made a good defensive play to break up DeRushy, and the puck slides back out to center ice. Bill McQuaig, he's going to have to wait for his wings to get back on side. Now he steps across the blue line, feeds it to himself in the corner. McQuaig has it. Right side of the goaltender, takes it around behind the net, looking to center it. He's still got it, and it's poke checked away from him. Zerlo trying to control it. He just slides it, kept in at the point by Dion. Dion, the cross-ice pass is intercepted, and here comes Blow. Blow down the left wing side, trying to slide it through. Zerlo back to Blow right in front. They poke check it, and it's poke check just wide. Now Zerlo, he tries to center it, intercepted by Dion. Dion clearing around the boards for DeRushy. DeRushy gets by a check by Dion of Northeast Clinton and starts ahead to McQuaig. McQuaig and Dion go together along the blue lines. The puck comes back free to center ice. David Romeo steps on the ice, picks it up, tries to feed it ahead for Scotty Northrup. Now the puck along the blue line. Here's Romeo, and it's poke checked away from him. It's going to slide back into the Massena zone, but not an icing call. Manley, starting out right side for the Raiders, steps across the blue line. Headman pass goes to David Romeo, goes off his skate, and back out to center ice. Massena has to regroup again. Here's Manley. Headman again to David Romeo. Romeo, cross-ice pass to Scotty Northrup. Northrup centering, trying to get it through. Romeo trying to take a poke at it right in the slot, but it's cleared by a defenseman. It comes back to the blue line, but it's poke checked in by Auer. Now the puck comes free again. Back to the blue line. And it's still in the Northeast Clinton zone. Finally, they managed to clear it to center ice. We're down a minute 45 left to play in the first period. Our score 3-0 in favor of the Raiders. Here's Scotty Sidden now in on the off-wing side. He's taken out of the play as the puck slides free. David Romeo picks it up behind the net. Romeo circling. He's upended. Manages to control the puck for a moment here. Gets back up. Here's Romeo right in front. His shot, and he fired it wide. Either that or it was deflected. It's at the far end, a little difficult to see. Now Auer trying to keep it in at the right point. He does. Picking it up is Northrup. Northrup has it poke checked away. And finally, Northeast Clinton manages to get it out to center ice as Nolette slides it into the Massena zone. Stopped by Atwater. Leaves it for Auer. Auer's headman pass to Romeo. Romeo taken out of the play. The puck slides free. Baker trying to control it. There's a big mix-up of players. They jam for it. And getting it out to center ice is Sidden. Controlled once again by Dion. Dion loses to Manley. Manley with a minute left into the zone. Manley's going to get the shot off, but he didn't get good wood on it, and the puck poked into the corner. Conover after it. His headman pass intercepted. It comes free in front, and Manley just couldn't get a handle on it, trying to center it back, but here comes Northeast Clinton. They have a kind of a mini break here. Feeding it ahead, it's Baker. Baker and Tommy Dion go after it. Baker gets it, fires it. Glove save by Brent Atwater. Face-off will be in the Massena zone. We are down to 24 seconds left in the first period, and our score remains Massena 3, Northeast Clinton no score. Face-off will be to the right of Atwater. Now, NEC is going to make some changes. I believe they'll send that Stone line out there again. Their first line, they get a lot of ice time. Canarium's line out for the Raiders off the draw. Puck back to the point. Here's a shot. Score! I believe that was Mike Duffy. So Northeast Clinton on the scoreboard with just 20 seconds left in the period. 14:40 the time of that goal. Duffy will get the goal. And I guess it'd have to be Stone getting the assist because he centered the faceoff. Right off the bat, it came back to the point. And the shot got by Brent Atwater, and we have a 3-1 hockey game. And always a little tough when you allow the opposition to score in the final minute of play. Here's another chance. A quick shot taken from the left side. Now it comes free in front. Stone gets upended by Page. The puck slides to Underwood. We're down to 7 seconds. Slides back to the point. Here's Canarium with 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Canarium across the blue line. He gets the shot off, but the buzzer had sounded. Or offsides was called. There goes the buzzer. And nonetheless, the first...
We're not live, are we?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're going to be on tape. I'm going to use it Saturday night.
Yeah, okay, so. Now. I don't know what you want to ask me about or how far you want to go with this, but we've got Division I and Division II within the section. And then, of course, we've got regionals and...
That's about what I want to ask.
And all of those things. I think I did this before, but
yeah,
it was early in the season.
That's right. And we're getting a little closer now, and things are...
more meaningful.
That's right. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, Murray interview 3, 2, 1. Well, I have with me on the line right now John Murray, who is high school principal at Massena High School, but John's also the hockey chairman for Section 10. First of all, John, thanks a lot for taking time out.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And we're going to talk a little bit about the playoffs, and people have been talking about the upcoming hockey playoffs, and there's been a lot of rumors as to who's playing who and where and how and all that. So let's sit down here and talk about them and get everything straightened out. And first of all, let's talk about Division I. How are they set up for the sectionals this year, John?
Okay, in Division I, we have the 5 teams. And with the odd number, the number 1 finishing team,
right,
which appears to be Ogdensburg at this time, will draw a bye in the first round. 5 will play 4 in the first game on Monday, February 25th.
Okay.
And then the winner of that game will face the number 1 team on Wednesday, February 27th.
Okay.
The third place finishing team will play the second place finishing team on Wednesday, February 27th.
Okay, and then those 2 winners will play for the Section 10 crown.
The Division I Section 10 crown at 3:30 at Potsdam State on Saturday, March 2nd.
Okay, that was pretty straightforward and pretty easy to understand. Let's go now to Division II. That gets a little bit more complicated, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. We have 9 teams in Division II, but they are in 2 different divisions, East and West. So, therefore, a decision was made by the coaches and voted upon that they wanted to have their final game the same time, the same place on the same day as the Division I final game, the doubleheader that we had traditionally had in the past.
Right.
With 9 teams trying to condense a playoff in 1 week and meet that schedule, it was almost impossible. In fact, last year we voted to not do that, and we played the final game in Division II the following Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
The coaches felt that the doubleheader is an ideal situation for a hockey fan. It's good for the kids, and it's a fine crowd, and it's a real tribute to Northern Athletic Conference hockey, and it's good for hockey. So they voted to eliminate 2 of the teams in Division II, the last 2 finishing teams, and go with a 7-team playoff so that we could, in fact, finish the tournament the same week at the same time and have the Division II championship game at 1 o'clock at Potsdam State on March 2nd.
Okay, so what you'll do is you'll drop the 8th and the 9th team, and the top team gets a bye?
The top team gets a bye. Second place team will play number 7.
Uh-huh.
On Tuesday, February 26th, there will be 3 games. As I said, 7 will play 2.
At the higher seed, right?
That's right.
Okay.
The higher seed. 6 will play 3, and 5 will play 4. The winner of the 4 and 5 game will go on to play number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the winners of the other 2 games will meet on Thursday, February 28th, and the 2 winners of those games will meet on Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Okay, now let me ask you, how do you determine the seedings?
Well, because we have 2 divisions, we have to use a different method. And the method we use is a method that was suggested by one of the coaches, and the coaches voted on it and agreed to continue this seeding procedure this year. And it's based on number of wins, who you beat, and ties also count in your favor. And then there's a mathematical formula that's used to determine the highest rating of each team. And since they are in 2 different divisions, you have to come up with a mathematical figure that will give you the highest number for your number 1 team.
So what you're trying to do is make it fair, so if a team plays in a weaker division and has a better record, the team that plays in the tougher division, even if they might not have quite as good a record, may end up being seated ahead because of strength of schedule? Is that how it works?
Yes, and who they beat.
And who they beat.
Now, they would get more points, for instance, if they beat an A division team than they would a Division I team than a Division II team, or they would get more value from beating the top team in one of their divisions rather than the bottom team.
Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense, and so it'll all wrap up as far as the sectionals are concerned on that Saturday at Potsdam College.
That's right.
And a doubleheader back-to-back.
Right.
And that, like you said, I think it's a good idea, too, because the hockey fans can get in and see 2 super hockey games for the same price.
That's right, and it's really been a fine show. The games have been good, and I think the students, or the players, rather, really appreciate that kind of a crowd.
Okay, now let's go one step further and move into the state playoffs.
Okay.
Now, Division I, I understand our representative will have to play in a quarterfinal game.
Yes, they have to play in a regional game, and the winner of our section will go to Section 2 to play this year, and they will play against the winner of Section 2, which is the Albany area.
Right. And it looks like it's going to be Shenandoah.
Sure does.
Are there any other teams down there? I guess that's my next question, John.
Yeah, there are other high school teams, but there are Division II teams and Division I teams, but from everything I see and I read record-wise, it looks like Shenandoah, unless they get knocked off.
Okay. And
it would be very unexpected.
Right, and I understand they're going to play that one at the Houston Fieldhouse in Troy, at RPI?
Gee, I'm not aware of that. I thought the game was going to be played at the Achilles rink at Union College.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I may be wrong. That's the last I heard.
We'll have to check on that then, but it will be down there somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, now what's the date on that?
The date on that one would be sometime around the next weekend, which would be around the 9th.
Right.
9th or 10th.
Probably a Saturday, do you think?
Well, hopefully it would be a Saturday. Yes.
Okay. And then the winner of that game will advance. Now, let me ask you something about, there are 2 at-large bids given out this year, is that correct?
Yeah, there are only 6 sections in Division I, so there are 2 at-large teams that will be playing, and it is possible that a second team from our section could be selected to go on to the state playoffs.
Okay, now how will that be determined?
Well, it'll be determined by a vote of the sectional chairman from around the state.
So they'll take a look at records, and they'll pick 2 extra teams to go into the playoffs.
That's right. They have to look at the same kinds of things that you talked about before, in terms of strength of schedule, strength of program, all of those things, and also their win and loss record, which will be critical.
So it is possible then that 2 representatives will be going from Division I here in the North Country.
It's conceivable, yes.
Okay, now let's go that one step further after the regional game, I guess is what you called it. Then the semis and finals are at Glens Falls again.
Yeah,
this
these
year?
are called intersectionals at using the state terminology. And the 4 teams that advance out of the regional plays go down to Glens Falls this year, and they will be playing on Friday, the 15th of March. And those 4 teams will be seeded also by a seeding committee.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't, there won't be any seedings until you get to the final 4.
Right. They would be seeded the previous Sunday, again, through a telephone hookup and some kind of an agreement among the sectional hockey chairpersons and the state chairperson.
Okay. Now we'll turn to Division II, and this is a little less complicated because there are only 4 sections involved, right?
That's right. There are only 4 sections involved in Division II, so the 4 winners in those sections where they do come out of in Division II, there are other sections that play at that level, but they don't all send representatives. So we've been trying to change that, and hopefully another year we'll get more involvement in Division II. But as a result, with only 4 coming out, the 4 teams go directly to Glens Falls. They also play on Friday, the 15th of March. They play the earlier games, and our representative, whoever that is, will go directly to there.
Okay. Well, John, you answered a lot of my questions. I just have one more for you. How is it determined Division I and Division II? Is it strictly by school size?
No, it's not. It varies. You know, we have some large schools that have very weak programs.
Right.
It's a number of things. It's strength of program, tradition of program, the minor hockey program that feeds into the high school. A number of things are used, and even in our own situation here, of course, we have traditionally set up in a certain way, although some schools may be a bit bigger, they just don't have the talent or the program to produce highly competitive teams. So through the years, it's evolved this way, and although in other sports it's strictly by enrollment, we've talked about it at the state level, we've discussed it, but it was felt by the coaches who make up the committee, or the sectional chairman rather, that it would not be a real good way to operate at this time in hockey.
Okay, John, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay, Jerry.
Okay, we've been speaking with John Murray, who is a high school principal here in Massena, but also Section 10 hockey chairman.
Tape's rolling. Okay, Bill Plott. 3, 2, 1. Right now, between periods, have a chance to talk with Salmon River High School hockey coach Bill Plott. And Bill, again, I want to congratulate you on the big win last night over OFA.
Thanks a lot, Jerry. It was a big win, considering the fact that Ogdensburg had to be the #1 team in the state right now, and also the fact that they were undefeated in NAC play.
And apparently, I would say obviously is a better word, your boys played well.
Yeah, they did. As a matter of fact, we've played well against Ogdensburg over the years. Last year we beat them badly down there, which I don't know if it really helped us going into the playoffs or not, because then we didn't score many goals in the playoffs, as you know. But we played them twice this year, and we beat them both times. Out of there, 3 losses, 2 of them been us.
That's right. That's right.
The championship game of our Christmas tournament and last night.
And naturally, a big win, and a good win as you get ready to head into the playoffs, I would think. First of all, for your position in the playoffs.
Well, with the playoff format this year, it's real interesting. And every time, see, there's considered upper bracket teams, which are the top 2 teams in the 3 divisions. So anytime you beat them, you get more points than if you beat a lower bracket team. And Ogdensburg being in first place, thus is an upper bracket win. And right now, it's pretty close between ourselves, Alexandria Bay and Plattsburgh. So by beating the Berg last night, it was an upper bracket win. It puts us in a pretty good position where we can control our own destiny. The bottom 2 teams out of the 9 teams in Division II do not make the playoffs.
Now that looks like St. Lawrence Central and Northeast Clinton.
At this time right now, yes, it does.
Who's the next team above that would have a chance to drop below?
I think Malone. But Malone's got about 4 or 5 point lead.
Right, so because of the ties. They've had 4 ties this year.
Right, but you see, if you can beat a couple upper bracket teams, I don't know what the schedules are of the other teams, you can dart ahead, even though you finish with less points.
I see.
You see, you get less points as far as your games played. You get 2 points for each win.
Right.
But out of playoff system, which I'm totally against myself because I don't like the way it's set up, even though right now I'm in the driver's seat, but I'm still not in favor of it. You could end up the 9th place team as far as total points, but when you figure out our formula, you can go from 9th to 7th, depending on who you beat.
I see.
And I don't think it's fair because supposing you go into Massena and half the team's got the flu, you beat them, you get upper bracket win, and realistically, you're not the better team. So,
I see.
There's a lot of ifs and ands about it and everything.
And I guess the reason they do that is because of 2 divisions. Is that why?
Well, yeah. See, we got so many teams in Division 2.
Right.
We had to do something. This year we eliminated the bottom 2 teams from making the playoffs, which a lot of coaches are against. Myself, I'm kind of against it, but I was for it this year for the fact that now we have the A and the B finals back together again.
That's the reason for eliminating the 2 bottom teams, isn't it?
Yeah, because otherwise, like last year,
games,
we would have had to keep playing 9 and 9, and we wouldn't have been able to play the same day.
Right.
So now with 7 teams left after eliminating the bottom 2, the first place team will get a bye, plus leaving 6 teams to play on Tuesday. And when you get into that semifinal or quarterfinal game, anybody can beat anybody, especially in Division 2 this year. Even though if we're going to finish with the number 1 seed, that doesn't guarantee anything because there's so many teams in Division 2 where a goaltender alone can dominate the game and win the game for you.
Seen a lot of good goaltending this year, I think, in the NAC.
Well, I thought there was going to be a little weakness in the goal this year because last year we graduated a lot of good goalies. But the 6 years I've been here, there's been some outstanding goalies all throughout the league.
Well, your goaltender, Mitch Cook, has played pretty well for you this year, hasn't he?
Well, we have one of the goalies that could turn a game around for you, but so does Plattsburgh, LaFont down at Malone. There's a few guys here and there that can win a game all by themselves.
Now, do you think your team is in a good position going into the playoffs mentally? Are they ready?
Well, Jerry, I'll tell you, we started out the year as one of the underdog teams, really. Excuse me. There's a few things that have really helped us out. One is the guys have gelled with a lot of hard work and everything to make up for, his lack of talent or whatever. We've got a lot out of some of our veterans, like Mitch Cook being a sophomore, he had a year experience under his belt. He didn't play that much, so really was inexperienced, but he was at practice every day. And Kelly Cook's on the ice all the time, as is Donnie Riley and Marcel Allen and Craig Richards. We got a lot out of those guys, and I think our biggest key as we've gone this whole year, and knock on wood, is we haven't had any injuries. If I lose any one of those guys, we're in a lot of trouble.
That's right. Well, with a team like Salmon River or Norwood, one of the small teams, you lose a guy, a key player, and you're in tough shape, whereas a team like Massena, they've got a lot of kids on the team, a lot of depth.
Oh, yeah, they lose a guy, and the next guy steps in, and that's right until there's a difference.
That's right. Let me ask you about your new player. I know I did earlier today on our interview live on the air. This Thomas kid's playing well for you. 2 games, and he scored a goal in the first game, a couple of assists, and 2 big goals last night against OFA.
Yeah, he just transferred in from Cornwall, and he's a junior. And his first game after he got in all his practices and everything like that to meet the regulations, he got a goal and 2 assists against Saranac like Wednesday night. And then last night he got a power play goal that tied the score for us. And so we dominated the first period of play, and then we had a couple of our defensemen collide at the blue line fighting for the puck among themselves, and Janot from Augsburg picked it up and walked in on a breakaway. So, we're dominating play, and they're ahead 1-0 at the end of the period. But then Thomas came back and tied it on a power play goal, and then he won the game with a minute and 18 seconds left in the game.
So you've got to be happy with his acquisition, especially right before the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. He's a big kid. He's probably the biggest kid on the team or anything. He's not overly physical or anything, but he handles himself well. But the biggest thing it does is, besides giving us a little more scoring power up front, it doesn't really give us any more, because when Kelly Cook was there, we had scoring power too. But what it does allow us to do now is move Kelly back full-time on defense, thus strengthening our defense.
And also strengthening your forwards too, because Kelly, obviously, if he's playing both, sometimes that'll hurt you both places.
Well, that's true. And then the other night in Saranac, Kelly back on defense got the puck rushed down and scored a short-handed goal. So we get offense from both ways now.
Well, that's right. That's right. So the team looks good then heading into the playoffs. No injuries. You're in good shape mentally, ready to go then.
Oh, yeah, but, Who
do you have left? I know you have Northeast Clinton on Monday.
Okay, Monday night we have the makeup game with Northeast Clinton.
Right, story behind that,
yes,
too.
That'll be at 7 o'clock, and then Friday night, our final game of the year, 7 o'clock at home against Plattsburgh High.
That'll be a big game.
Oh, yeah. They'll be gunning for, everybody's gunning for a seated position, Right. So they still got a shot at being the #1 seed, and so does Alex Bay. So, you know, we just can't let up at all. And everybody, I'll tell you, Massena is just the team that intimidates people before the other teams even get on the ice. And a lot of it goes back to minor hockey. Salmon River, we go on the ice, and, you know, we've been a state-ranked team the last 6 years, but we're very beatable. And teams come gunning for you because they know they can walk in the arena, or when you show up at their arena, you know, you got a chance to get a win against Salmon River. So anytime you beat a state-ranked team, you know, it helps your team and your cause.
Sure.
So we're a beatable team. You know, Massena's beatable, but the odds of beating them are a lot sooner than myself or, you know, St. Lawrence or a smaller school. So I think other teams get up for us a lot more.
So sometimes that makes a big difference, though, doesn't it? Just the psych before a game.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, these kids, you know, the Ogdensburg team yesterday when they came in. I think there might have been a little bit of a letdown at the beginning of the game. You know, that's probably why we dominated the first period. But then I know Clarkie, and he had to be going in the locker room telling them, boys, you know, if you win this game, it wraps up the Division I championship. So they weren't just playing for nothing. They had a lot on the line, so they definitely wanted to win the game. So I think after the first period, we should have been ahead maybe 3 or 4 to nothing because of their lackadaisical attitude. But we found ourselves trailing 1-0, and then with Clarkie getting them in the locker room, probably got them straightened out, so we were just fortunate enough to beat them.
What do you think about the Berg as a team?
The Berg doesn't have a real lot of talent. I mean, as far as like throwing 3 or 4 lines at you of equal ability. Let's say like Massena does, maybe Rome Free or Schneiderhall. But they all work hard. They don't have any real outstanding players. Cole can play real good in net or Hugo. And they have Garvey and Janal and Humel and Madison. They got some guys who can put the puck in the net. And they work hard and they're well coached. And, you know, well, they beat Massena both times they played them, and they can beat anybody on a given night.
Well, that's right. So they'll be, of course, one of the favorites in the playoffs upcoming in Division I.
Well, they should, the way it looks right now, and they should go into the finals with Massena.
That's what you think, Massena OFA final?
Well, it's the way it looks right now, unless, of course, there's an upset. And when it comes to playoff time, again, the kids get so psyched up, it doesn't matter really how good you are. A few breaks here or there, anybody can beat anybody with a hot goaltender.
Okay, Bill, I want to thank you for stopping by. Also, we will be broadcasting all your playoff games this year. I'm looking forward to that very much.
Well, I hope we give you some work, Jerry. We didn't have too many playoff games.
Yeah, that's right, just that one.
Well, we outshot Malone that day about 52-15, and we lost 2-1. So when you talk about goaltending, you know what you can do there.
No, that's right. Good luck in the playoffs, Bill. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Salmon River hockey coach Bill Plott.
Great. Thank you very much, Bill. Really appreciate this.
No problem. So your first game will be Thursday?
No. Well,
of March, and those 4 teams will be seeded also by a seeding committee.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't. There won't be any seedings until you get to the final 4.
Right. They would be seated the previous Sunday, again, through a telephone hookup and some kind of an agreement among the sectional hockey chairpersons and the state chairperson.
Okay. Now we'll turn to Division II, and this is a little less complicated because there are only 4 sections involved, right?
That's right. There are only 4 sections involved in Division II, so the 4 winners in those sections where they do come out of in Division II, there are other sections that play at that level, but they don't all send representatives.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been trying to change that, and hopefully another year we'll get more involvement in Division II. But as a result, with only 4 coming out, the 4 teams go directly to Glens Falls. They also play on Friday, 15th of March. They play the earlier games, and our representative, whoever that is, will go directly to there.
Okay. Well, John, you answered a lot of my questions. I'll just have one more for you. How is it determined Division I and Division II? Is it strictly by school size?
No, it's not. It varies. You know, we have some large schools that have very weak programs.
Right.
It's a number of things. It's strength of program, tradition of program, the minor hockey program that feeds into the high school. A number of things are used. And even in our own situation here, of course, we have traditionally set up in a certain way, although some schools may be a bit bigger, they just don't have the talent or the program to produce highly competitive teams. So through the years, it's evolved this way, and although in other sports it's strictly by enrollment, we've talked about it at the state level, we've discussed it, but it was felt by the coaches who make up the committee, or the sectional chairman rather, that it would not be a real good way to operate at this time in hockey.
Okay, John, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Our thanks to John Murray as we're underway here in the 3rd period. We're still at 5-1, Massena leading. John Murray, who is the hockey chairman for Section 10. Massena controlling the puck in the Northeast Clinton zone with a lead of 5-1. It's dropped back to the point and kept in by Manley. Now poke checked out to center ice. Massena killed off a power play opportunity for Northeast Clinton, which was at the end of the period. Here's Barnes. His shot deflected high over the net and up into the balcony on the other end. 12:39 left to play here in the 3rd period. Massena leading by a score of 5-1 against Northeast Clinton at the Rouse's Point Community Center here in Rouse's Point. We're right on Lake Champlain. This building, incidentally, kind of an interesting story behind it, as it was dismantled in the Boston area, and they took it apart, bought the building, brought it up here, put it back together, and they got the whole thing done for about $100,000, which is, I think, pretty good price. Pretty good job by Rouse's Point, and a nice hockey facility here in Rouse's Point. Now the Massena jamming for it. They control the puck. Manley centering it right in front. Here's a quick chance for DeRushy, and he's going to score his 2nd goal of the game from Manley and Tim Barnes. And that makes it 6-1. So DeRushy gets the goal from Barnes and Manley. That goal coming at the 2-minute and 43 mark of the period, giving Massena a 6-1 lead. So the Raiders score again here early in the 3rd period, and there's not much doubt. I don't think there was much doubt before the game started who was going to win. The only thing in doubt will be the final score. Tommy Dion with a puck now. He's just going to feed it deep in the zone of Northeast Clinton. Massena's next game a week from tonight against the Canton Golden Bears as they wrap up the regular season. Now the puck slides in the Massena zone. Custine after it. He can't control. Dion takes it away from him. Clears it around the boards. It comes to Romeo. Whoa! He and Custine go together. And Filion as well. But the puck comes free to Dion. He feeds it ahead for Northrop. Northrop across the red line. Taking it into the zone. Gets by a check. But the puck taken away from him and cleared around by Duffy. Now the puck comes free again to Custine. And he's going to fall on top of it in the corner. Face-off will occur in the Rouse's Point, or I should say Northeast Clinton zone, to the right side of goaltender Pat Murray. 6-1 the score in favor of the Massena Red Raiders with 11:34 left to play here in the 3rd period. I think we can safely say in the hockey game. Scotty Sidden will take the draw for the Raiders. As, again, we'll mention that Todd Tayo is not here tonight. Scott Loran is not here because of injuries. Also, Bobby O'Connell not playing tonight as he hurt his leg. So, or I should say, Tayo and Loran are out because of sickness. Here's a chance for Romeo. He fired it wide. It goes into the corner. Now the puck controlled by Sidden, trying to feed it through to Northrup. Northrup has it poke-checked away. The puck out to the blue line is picked up by Zerlo. Zerlo coming in on the off wing. He's a captain of this club and one of the better players, no question about it. Puck taken off by Romeo. Romeo feeding it behind the net for Dion. Dion starts out left side of Brent Atwater. His long headman pass goes to Northrup, jumps off his stick and slides back to Mike Duffy in the Northeast Clinton zone. He can't get it out. Kept in by Sidden. He takes it in the corner behind the net. Sidden, the wraparound attempt. And I think Murray made the save. It comes out in front, and it goes in the net. And I have no idea who got that goal. As Massena goes up 7-1. Romeo, perhaps. It may have been Sidden. It's either Sidden or Romeo. And Massena goes up 7-1. But that goal coming at the 4-minute and 18-second mark. I guess we'll have to wait on the official to see who got that goal when Jimmy comes back over after the game. Down at the far end, it's very hard to see how that one went in the net. But Sidden attempted the wraparound play. The puck came out in the slot, and I think Romeo fed it through, and Sidden might have tipped it on the way through. So we'll give Sidden credit for his second goal tonight, Scotty Sidden. And if that's the case, David Romeo will pick up one of the assists. Mike Auer may have possibly had a part in that as well. Buffy Richards with a puck. He's going to take it right in, feed it to Canarium. Canarium in on the right wing side. Looking, feeds Richards in the slot. His quick shot. He fired it wide. Puck whistles around the boards. Quenville dumps it behind the net. It comes to Underwood. Underwood steps by a check from Conover. Circles into the slot. It goes to Richards. Richards trying to get the shot off. He can't. The puck goes back to the blue line, kept in by Auer. Now it's finally cleared out to center ice by Baker. It slides back to the Massena blue line. Picked up there by Canarium. Drop pass goes to Quenville. Quenville feeding it up to the blue line. It's intercepted there by Dion for Northeast Clinton, and he starts back. Dion trying to slide it into the Massena zone. Right there is Putter Canarium to pick it up. Drops it for Auer. And his drop pass was almost intercepted by Nolay. But Auer comes up with it. Auer circles right along the left sideboard. Clears it around the dashers. It comes up to Buffy Richards. Richards passes to Quenville. Quenville down the right sideline. Pokes it through to Canarium. Canarium dropping it back to the point. Nobody there. Auer steps in, can't keep it in. Has to take it back to his own blue line. Here's Auer. His head man from the red line goes deep in the Northeast Clinton zone. Conover back there to pick it up for Northeast Clinton. Headman pass goes by everybody, meant for Castine. He can't control it. It comes to Bobby Page. Over to Manley. Page playing defense tonight, as we mentioned before. Poke check back into the Massena zone. Back there is Manley again for it with 9 minutes left to play. Manley circles around the boards. Coming ahead, gets his own pass, trying to clear it out. He hits one of the Northeast Clinton players. Baker follows it up himself. Feeding it ahead for Timmy Barnes. Barnes drop pass to DeRushy. His shot. The save made. The rebound goes behind the net. Now the puck slides. Finally, it's cleared by Northeast Clinton down the length of the ice, but that's going to be right on, so icing will not be called. Atwater's going to steer it back to the blue line, and out to center ice. Barnes comes back for it. Barnes starts to move it ahead to McQuaig. McQuaig drop pass to Bobby Page. 8.5 left to play in the hockey game. Massena ahead by a 7-1 count. They've gotten 2 here in the third period. Long headman pass for DeRushy. Icing is waved off. Apparently somebody touched it on the way through. DeRushy picks it up in the corner left side. Northeast Clinton zone. He is taken out of the play. Managed to slide the puck back to Dion. Dion dumps it in the corner again. Barnes trying to chase it down. He and LaVenture go after it. LaVenture comes away with it. The drop pass goes back into the corner left side. Barnes after it. Barnes and LaVenture go into the corner. They jam at it. The puck's still free. And finally, Northeast Clinton is going to clear it. LaVenture gets it out to center ice. In fact, he's going to fire it down the length of the ice, but it touched somebody on the way through. Icing is waved off. Page with it, clearing it around the boards. The puck comes free in the face-off circle. And finally, it's controlled again. And in the net. Northeast Clinton will get the goal. Latorno as mix up to the right side. Latorno took advantage of it and scored the goal. I'm not sure if there'll be an assist on that or not. Well, We'll give it to Latorno. That goal coming at the just about halfway through the period, 7 minutes and 17 seconds in the third period. Latorno getting the goal. We'll have to wait on the official for the assist. And that makes it 7-2 in favor of Massena. 7:43 remaining to play in the third period. And we'll have the face-off at center ice once again as Corey Stone's line back out there. The puck to the Massena blue line. Quenneville there to feed it ahead for Scotty Northrup. Back to the Massena blue line again. It comes into Northeast Clinton territory as Blow trying to get it back out again. Finally, it's out to center ice. Mike Quenneville with it for Massena. He starts back. Quenneville across the blue line off sides as Scott Northrup a little bit ahead of the play in on the right side. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to play here in period number 3. Massena up 7-2. Our thanks to our guest between periods, Bill Plant, between the first and second period. And we do want to congratulate Billy on his 100th win the other night against Saranac Lake, and, of course, the big win last night against OFA. Also, I talked after I did the interview with Bill, he asked me to make sure that I thanked all his players because, after all, they're the people who made his 100 wins possible. So we'll take care of that right now, Bill. And our thanks to you. Also, our thanks to John Murray, the Section 10 hockey chairman, who helped us out by recording that interview and getting us up to date on what's going on in the playoff situation. Want to apologize for the problem with the tape, as it's awfully cold in here. My tape recorder slowed down a bit, but we managed to get that fixed. Now off the boards, the puck comes right in front of Atwater, and he's going to cover up on the play. Has a little pushing and shoving going on to his right, but don't believe anything will come of that. 6:47 left to play here in the third period. Well, Aggie Quenneville just did a little somersault on the ice. I don't know what that was all about. And Canarium's line will come out for Massena. Dave Dion will take the face-off, I believe, for Northeast. Now we're going to have some more changes here. As coming out will be Tommy Dion for Massena. He'll play defense along with Manley. Hour comes off now. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to have a penalty? No, I don't believe so. Or are we? Apparently we are going to have a penalty. And that is, I can't tell who that is in the box. Apparently it's going to be a roughing call, and there was one call made as a result of that little fracas. So Massena will be on the power play. They've been stymied so far on the power play tonight. Eddie Underwood has it in on the left wing side. Underwood with a puck, drops it to McQuaig. McQuaig back to Manley at the point. Manley goes to McQuaig left side. Poke checked away from him. The puck slides to the blue line, kept in momentarily by Manley, but now back out, down into the Massena zone. Dion with it. He's back with Manley. McQuaig up front along with Canarium and Underwood. Here comes Canarium, feeding it into the corner. Drops it back to McQuaig. McQuaig to the point. Dion. Dion to McQuaig. McQuaig across the crease. It's taken away from him and cleared down the length of the ice by Nolay. Puck stopped by Atwater behind the net. We're down to 43 seconds left in the power play. Again, Massena having some problems on the power play. Here's Putter Canarium breaking in on the off-wing side. Canarium drop pass to McQuaig. McQuaig has it poked away, gets it to Canarium somehow. Canarium slides it back to Dion at the point. Dion into the corner. Here's McQuaig right in front to Canarium. He gets a shot off, but it went wide. It was deflected. And again, Northeast Clinton, the Cougars, will feed it down the length of the ice. Dion feeding it up along the boards for Putter Canarium. Canarium trying to slide it through. Massena looking very disorganized on this power play. As the puck stolen by Zerlo, he brings it into the Massena zone. There's going to be a penalty called on Eddie Underwood, as Underwood will get the gate for hooking. And that will even things up for the next 5 seconds. Then Northeast Clinton will go on the power play. 7-2, Massena leading here late in the hockey game. They're going to win this one. I don't think there's any doubt about that. The question is just what the score will be. So in 5 seconds, Northeast Clinton will go on the power play. 5:22 remaining to play in this period. The score 7-2 for Massena. Massena's next game, their final game of the regular season, will be next Saturday as they will be taking on the Canton Golden Bears. Off the face-off, the penalty is up to Northeast Clinton. They will go on the power play as they try to get something going. It's Zerlo. He just feeds it deep into the Massena zone. After it is Sidden. It comes to Atwater. He just sticks it with a big stick. Back out front. The quick shot deflected right in front. Zerlo. His quick short side shot. And the save made by Atwater. The puck slides around. Zerlo centering it. Nobody there except for David Romeo. He starts back for Massena. Romeo just trying to kill the penalty. He's going to feed it through to Sidden. Sidden slides it into the corner. And right back come Northeast Clinton. It slides back into the Massena zone. Atwater's going to steer it. Leaves it in front, and big chance for Northeast Clinton, but Stone overskated it as, well, I'll tell you, Atwater had trouble with it, and he just couldn't clear it. He may have thought one of his players was going to pick it up, but Stone was right there, but couldn't control it either, so no chance. Now, coming across the blue line again, the puck slides to Dion, and he's going to direct it down the ice. With 4:15 left to play, 20 seconds in the Massena penalty. Eddie Underwood off for hooking. Back comes Northeast Clinton as they look a little bit disorganized as well. It comes to Dave Dion. Dion taken out of the play by Putter Canarium, but they managed to clear it to center ice. Zerlo trying to feed it ahead into the Massena zone. Dion steals it right there. 1 second. Penalty is up to Underwood. And here's a shot on Atwater. What was the whistle? Offsides on Stone as he was caught in the zone. And the faceoff will move outside the Massena zone with 3:48 left to play here. Period number 3. Massena up by a score of 7-2. The Raiders, with this victory tonight, will make it 14-2 on the season. With one game remaining, and that game being against Canton next Saturday night at the Massena Arena. After that, the sectionals. Massena will have a game on Wednesday against someone. Most likely it'll be Potsdam, but that's not sure yet. It could be Canton, it could be Lake Placid. The puck taken in behind the net. The Raiders try to control it, but they can't. And back comes Northeast Clinton. Racing down the ice is Latorno. Latorno can't control it as he's taken out of the play. Dion starts back from Massena with 3.5 left to play in the third period. Dion taken out of the play, following it up is Buffy Richards. His pass is intercepted, or the puck taken off his stick, actually. It comes back to the Massena blue line. Here's Page. His shot from center ice goes high over everything and off the ice surface. And with 3:18 left to play in the third period, the score remains Massena 7 and Northeast Clinton 2. Northeast Clinton hitting for a goal in the final minute of the play in the first period. They've also gotten one here about halfway through the third period for their 2 scores. Massena's gotten 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 so far here in the third. Off the face-off, icing will be called against Massena. That will move the draw back into the Massena zone. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third period. Putter Canarium out there, along with Underwood and Buffy Richards. Richards with a couple of goals tonight. DeRushy has a couple of goals tonight. And I think Sidden has a couple of goals tonight. I'm not sure, though, about that 7th Massena goal. And the reason Todd Tayo and Scott Loran, you haven't heard their names tonight, well, they're sick. Both of them have the flu and were unable to make the trip tonight. Also, Bobby O'Connell has not been out. He hurt his leg. And so that's the reason you haven't heard his name. Here comes Timmy Barnes in on the right wing side as Massena trying to get something going. DeRushy after it in the slot. Here's a quick shot by McQuaig. That's knocked down by a leg, and it slides out to center ice. Tommy Dion takes a swipe at it. It's taken off his stick by Custine, and he fires it deep in the Massena zone. Dion circles back to pick it up. The head man goes to Barnes. Barnes drops it for McQuaig. McQuaig now going for DeRushy. DeRushy trying to break through the middle. It's poke checked away. Barnes follows up, fires it right on, and Murray makes the save. Hasn't really been an awful lot of action the past few minutes. A couple of power play opportunities, which nobody really did much with. Now the puck slides back to Quenville. Eggy fires it ahead for Barnes. Barnes hits DeRushy on the left wing. He takes it across. DeRushy's shot is knocked down by a defenseman. He follows it behind the net. He and Duffy go together. The puck cleared around the boards. Racing for it is Custine. He tries to slide it out. Dion keeps it in, and he fired it wide. Now comes to our left point. He pinches into the corner. Now centering it right in front for DeRushy. Back to Dion. His shot knocked down by a stick. And Duffy will clear it back to center ice. And we're down to 1:50 left to play. Now Auer after it into his own zone. And he comes up with it. Dion of Northeast Clinton trying to control it, but he can't. It comes ahead all the way down the left wing side to David Romeo. Romeo taken out of the play. And the puck back into the Massena zone. 1.5 left to play. Page with it. Clears it behind the net. He got by a check by Stone. Now Romeo feeding it for Mike Auer. Auer starts out right side. Trying to slide it ahead. It's stolen. Back to the point. Stone. The shot knocked down by Page. It wasn't a real hard shot. Page got a glove on it. Starts out left wing side. Here comes Bobby Page. Page trying to go through the middle. He splits the defense. Didn't quite make it through, though. And the puck cleared around the boards by Larry White. Back to the point. Here's a shot. And I believe the save was made on Mike Auer by goaltender Murray. Now it's Northrup in the corner taken out of the play. Puck bouncing around back to Bobby Page at the point. He slides it through the slot. That's intercepted with 50 seconds left. The puck slides to center ice. Mike Auer with it. 7-2. Massena leads. We're in the final minute of the play. We're going to have a holding call. And that's going to go, I believe, against John Zerlo. So with 45 seconds left, Massena will go on the power play. But this one is all over. It's history. Massena will get their 14th win of the season against 2 losses. And they will head into their final game against Canton next Saturday night. And, of course, we'll have that one for you here on WMSA. The game's at the arena at 7 o'clock. Love to have you be there, but if you can't make it, we will have the game for you. 40 seconds left. Mike Quenville with it. Starts out. Feeds it ahead for Putter Canarium. Canarium as Massena on the power play to Richards. Richards to Canarium. Canarium back to Underwood. Underwood keeps it in at the point. Here comes Underwood cruising. His shot. He fired it wide. Whistles around to Quenville. Quenville dumps it in the corner with 20 seconds left to play. Now the puck picked up right in front of the net. The shot. Nice save. The rebound bouncing around, and Murray gloves it. So Massena with an opportunity there. We're down to 14 seconds left to play in the third period. Massena 7, Northeast Clinton 2. Now DeRushy will come out with Barnes and McQuaig, Dion and Page, as we just have to play out the remaining 14 seconds of this hockey game. The Raiders leading it by a score of 7-2, and they will go on to win the hockey game. The puck cleared down the length of the ice by the Cougars with 10 seconds left, and Bobby Page racing for it for Massena. He's going to poke it into the corner. Filion can't catch up with it. Barnes comes back for it. We're down to 2-1. That'll take care of the hockey game right there. And the Massena Red Raiders win it by a score of 7-2. Raiders over Northeast Clinton.